Mindfulness has a very important role to play in eating. We eat mindlessly, and we're encouraged by food scientists and the makers of junk food to eat mindlessly, to go for these very superficial, instantaneous pleasures. But if you really pay attention, bite by bite by bite, I think your taste, what you value in food, changes without you having to really make any kind of decisions. So I also I don't think people realize too that mindless eating is overeating. Think about how you eat in front of the television. You know, you're watching something, you're distracted, and you keep putting things in your mouth, and the idea of becoming full never enters your mind. It's just an automatic motion. And so much of our eating is done as automatons. And you know, there are rules in certain cultures, you know, like put down your fork between bites. If you eat more slowly, you will eat less. Why? Well, there's a scientific reason that, you know, it takes about 20 minutes to realize you're full. And if you're eating a meal in 10 minutes, you're not going to get that feedback. So our bodies and our minds have a lot to teach us if we really pay attention to our senses. I also think people who eat very sugary diets or drink lots of soda, they should think a little bit about how they feel, not in the moment, but an hour later. How do you feel? How does that make you feel? Well, odds are you had that sugar rush, and this is especially true of children, but an hour later you're feeling really low. And that, you know, it takes a kind of mindfulness to connect that experience of, God, I really feel low right now, to what you ate an hour ago. So I think, you know, as in so much in modern life, we're out of touch with our senses. We eat based on what our eyes are telling us or what what advertising messages we're getting. But I think if you really start attending to your senses, you will eat better food, and you will eat less of it, and you will get more pleasure from it. Because the Chinese have a saying, the banquet is in the first bite. Every bite after that will never be as good. So go for quality, not quantity in your eating. I think that's the most important. And if you savor a small amount of something like meat or something like even desserts, you know, you can get a great deal of pleasure without eating a lot.